Welcome to the Aultman Health Systems AultCare YouTube Game of the Week from 1480 WHBC Sports. Let's head to the booth.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lake Blue Streak Stadium, where tonight it's our WHBC YouTube Game of the Week, presented by Aultman Health Systems and AultCare. The Lake Blue Streaks tonight will take on the Boardman Spartans. The Blue Streaks 1-0 on the season. Boardman comes in at 0-1. Frank Cilona alongside Coach Thom McDaniels, all set to bring this one to you. And, Coach, as we analyze this here in our pregame, you take a look at the Boardman Spartans, and this is a team with Coach DJ Doda, who certainly is kind of unfamiliar, if you will, because of the wing T offense and the 4-4 defense that they run. And a lot of these Federal League teams thought they got away from that when Keith Wakefield retired from Perry, but they're coming in here tonight with that wing T. So it's going to be interesting for the Blue Streaks, and it's something that, and as you know, it's a tough offense to defend.
Yeah, I'm sure Lake looked at some of the old Perry tape just to familiarize their kids with what defending the wing T presents to a defense. He may only see this offense one time a year,
right,
which makes it difficult. That is a difficult offense to simulate with your practice players playing the role of Boardman's offense. It's difficult to get them to give you a good look. The best look they're going to get here is on game night. 3
seniors in the backfield, though, for Boardman. We talked about this a little earlier, which is good, but they're young up front, and that's going to have to play in a little bit of advantage maybe for that Lake defensive front.
Yeah, when you talk about young, we're talking about 1 freshman and 2 sophomores among the 5 offensive starters up front. They're a young team, and trying to grow up, and they get a couple games under their belt. They're not freshmen and sophomores anymore. They're just varsity football players.
I talked with Coach DJ Doda today, and he was telling me a little bit about his defense, a 4-4 defense. You don't see that too often. You see a 3-4, 4-3, 5-2, but a 4-4. Tell us a little bit, what is different about that?
Well, it's an 8-man front, and it's designed to stop the run. They generally play a lot of cover 3 behind that. It's a 3 deep zone players, and the outside backers are curl flat guys. But I saw a ton of 4-4, during my career, and people transitioned away from the 4-4 to more of a 4-3 look, so that they could play with 4 DBs rather than 3. But DJ is true to his roots in his background. He was a defensive coordinator for me for the 7 years that we were in Warren together, and he was largely responsible for the great success that we had.
All right. Well, let's bring in the third member of our team down on the field, Kenny Roda. And Kenny, this Lake team is they're a team that misses their leader because last year he had to sit out a lot, and that's tied to George. But this year he's back, he's healthy, and let's hope he stays that way. But Coach Dan DeGeorge, his dad, will use him in a lot of different areas.
Yeah, last year these two teams met in week number 2, and Ty DeGeorge in that game at Boardman, in which Lake won 48-20. Ty DeGeorge scored 5 touchdowns in that game, and we're going to show you the different ways he scored. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. He had a receiving touchdown. Okay, that's 3 if my math is correct. He also had a kick return for a touchdown, and he had a pick 6 for a touchdown. So 5 touchdowns last year in that game, and he was off to a phenomenal first 2 weeks of the season. Then we did Lake's game in week number 3, and that's when he broke his ankle and was missed for the rest of the regular season. Made a miraculous comeback for the playoffs, but they get bounced early. So he had the entire offseason to make sure he's 100%. And in week 1, all he did, lining up all over the field, he carried the ball quite a bit for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. So this kid, Ty DeGeorge, he can play almost every position as far as the skill positions go, and his dad, Dan DeGeorge, is going to use him in many different ways, and I'm sure the Boardman team, that they remember what he did last year, so I've got to believe they're going to be focusing on number 12 tonight.
And Kenny, and as well as defensively, he's a big factor. of that defense as well. So he's a kid that certainly is all over the field offensively and defensively.
Yeah, he's on the field at 7 and he gets off at 9.
Yeah, there you go. Well put, Coach. And he's as good of a defensive player as he is an offensive player. So, we'll see him all over the field. And this is a game where revenge is a factor. You got to believe if you're Boardman for Lake, you come into this, you know what you did to them last year. In fact, you've beaten them 3 consecutive years. So hopefully there's no overconfidence from the Blue Streaks coming into this game tonight.
All right, Kenny, thank you so much. Kenny will be on the sidelines all night long tonight with a lot of reports. We'll be down with him quite often here throughout the ball game. Sit back, relax. It's the Spartans and the Blue Streaks here from Blue Streak Stadium. We'll be right back with the kickoff right after these messages.
2 leaders coming together for double the cancer expertise. The Aultman Cancer Center is proud to be affiliated with University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. Advanced treatment, compassionate care, right here for you. Aultman and UH bring you state-of-the-art cancer treatment close to home without unnecessary travel. Made possible with locations in Alliance and Canton. Because our community deserves the very best.
You can always score with Friends and Family Credit Union. A strong community brings people together. We believe a dependable financial resource is crucial for a strong community. That's why, in addition to our financial services, we support our neighbors whenever we can. Giving back to our community, we strive to be a part of the growth and success of our institutions, organizations, and neighbors. Because when they succeed, we succeed. We'll continue bringing friends into the family for generations.
This is Brian Bailey of Old Carolina Barbecue Company. It's pigskin time in Northeast Ohio, and you know that Old Carolina is the official barbecue of football. So if you've got plans to gather at a tailgate or in front of a big screen TV, be sure your buffet line is full of hearty party food. We've got tender hand-pulled pork to make all-pro sliders and hickory-smoked deep-fried wings that will score big points with your party guests. We're covering football fans at our 3 convenient locations in Canton, Massillon, and Alliance. Order online today at oldcarolina.com.
Meet a few of our very special Wishes Can Happen kids, all of which were granted wishes thanks to you.
Wishes can happen thanks to you!
Help grant a wish for local kids with life-threatening illnesses. Click here to donate today.
At Pella, we believe expertise matters. Did you know that when you replace your windows and doors, there are different installation options? Every home is unique. That's why we offer methods like pocket and full frame replacement. When we inspect the windows and doors you're replacing, we'll assess which installation option is best for you and your home. Plus, our work is backed by some of the best warranties in the business.
Pella windows and doors are on sale now. Schedule a free in-home consultation today.
Today's leftovers are tomorrow's hot dog toppings. The leftover dog. We Sugardale dog dare you. Yum, 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 yum.
Every other dealer is trying to sell you something. Not me. I want to buy your car. Trade it in or just sell it to me, top dollar. You might be surprised what it's worth. Check out this month's deals.
New 2026 Silverado's over $13,000 off, and new 2026 Equinox EV, $7,000.
I'm Craig Sanders at Progressive Chevrolet in Massillon, and I want to buy your car. I mean it.
The news of the day, every day, on Canton's Morning News with Pam Cook.
Paving every alley in the city of Canton over the first 4 years is just part of the plan. Right now, we have contractors who are cleaning these alleys up that haven't been addressed for decades and decades. And literally, there were people coming out of their houses and hugging the guys working for the contractor cleaning these alleys up.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing.
It is a great thing.
It is a good thing.
1480 WHBC.
With Bell Store's Bell Buddy Rewards, you save in-store and at the pump. New members receive 20 cents off per gallon as a welcome gift. Everyday savings are made easy. Instantly enjoy 3 cents off per gallon just for being a member. When you spend $25 in store, unlock an extra 5 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up. Buy 5, get 1 free. Track your drinks and earn free coffee, fountain, icy, and espresso with drink clubs. So start saving today. Download the Bell Stores app and sign up for Bell Buddy Rewards.
From the heart of the Hall of Fame city to the Carnation City, all the way into the City of Champions. Mixed Mornings have come back home, and we can't wait to have you on our team.
Sounds like Stark County. Mixed Mornings with Matt Bento. Weekdays 6 till 10. Mix 94.1.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Blue Streak Stadium here at Lake High School. Frank Cilona alongside Thom McDaniels, Kenny Roda, Bob Jeffries on board as well, as we have a good one for you tonight. The Lake Blue Streaks, 1-0 on the season, will play host to the Boardman Spartans. And, Coach, a beautiful night for football tonight. We've been blessed 2 weeks in a row.
And we'll take the blessing. We got a good win, though.
We do.
I don't know what it feels like on the field, but, boy, we've got wind gusts that got papers flying around in our press box.
Our Kenny Roda is down on the field. I saw him a second ago. And, Kenny, I'll check in with you. A quick weather update down there.
It is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Not a cloud in the sky. A nice little breeze blowing out here. This is a perfect night for football, and hopefully everybody will enjoy this live here on our YouTube channel. And we can't wait for this one to kick off and get rolling.
All righty, our YouTube Game of the Week presented by Aultman Health Systems and AultCare. Glad you're on board with us tonight. The Spartans will kick things off. Oswaldo Salinas will tee it up.
Ty George and Lachlan Baker are deep as returners for Lake.
Yep, you're going to see Ty George, as Coach mentioned. You're going to see him all over the field. Punt returns, kick returns, defense, offense, everywhere. Here's the kick. It's high, and it's taken right at about the 2-yard line. That is to George. He's got running room. Oh, he got tripped up at the 30-yard line. Coach, he was that close.
I loved it. A deep kick, a really good kick, a good catch, excellent return, and good blocking to help get him to this point on the field.
All right, let's take a look now at our Pella Windows and Doors starting lineups. As you see there, for the Lake Blue Streaks, Foudy, Hoover, Constantine, Brown, and Matson across the front. The quarterback is Wyatt Jones, running back Mitchell and Billiter. The tight end is Lippy, and 3 wide receivers there, Schultz, Lannerman, and Ty DeGeorge. You'll see DeGeorge at wide receiver, at quarterback, at tailback, and here's a fake to him and a handoff to Mitchell.
That's that jet sweep motion, and we know multiple things can happen at the end of the play. In this particular instance, they faked to Ty DeGeorge and gave to the halfback, who got a good first gain.
There's that Spartans defense up front. Selly, Mohammed, Detmer, and Pavlik. They'll run that 4-4-3, if you will. Perry, Butto, and Mitchell. The DBs are Scarcella, Payne, Walker, and Moore. Here's a handoff. There he is. Time DeGeorge, and DeGeorge takes it to about the 40-yard line. So a couple of plays. They pick up, about 7 yards. Going to be 3rd down and 3 along 4 maybe.
It's 3rd and short, basically, and you like that. You like
right.
that.
Absolutely. Wyatt Jones, the quarterback, a junior, 6 foot, 195 pounds. Now you see Ty DeGeorge lined up in that tailback position. He dots the I back there. He's going to put him in motion. DeGeorge in the open field. Gets away from one. Look out. There he goes. He got knocked down at about the 36-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle that time by number 0. That's Carter Detmer for Boardman. And Coach, great play call there.
And excellent blocking out of the wide receivers to allow Tyler DeGeorge to work his magic.
Got to get that young man the football and open field and let him do what he does so well. Jones now with DeGeorge to his right. There's DeGeorge again, 35, 30. Lots of running room. They're making some big holes up front with Matson and Constantine. Foudy across the middle there.
I believe it was intended to be an off-tackle run. didn't have a hole, and he bounced it instantly. He read the fact that it wasn't blocked well off tackle, and he bounced it outside. Sometimes when you do that, that's not a good thing, but he made it a good thing.
Clock at 9:25 and counting here in the first opening drive for the Blue Streaks. There's a running play for about 4 yards there.
Well, he's demonstrated that he can catch the ball and function on the outside. He had a good gain on an off-tackle play that bounced it. That's inside. That's in the linebacker territory. A-gaps. That's the gap to the right and to the left of the center.
So first down for the Blue Streaks. They're moving the ball effectively here in this opening drive. Other games tonight, our Sugardale Freshmark Radio Game of the Week is Hudson at Jackson. And our stream game, Friends and Family Credit Union, WHBC, is Ursuline at Louisville. And not much there that time for Billiter. Shannon Billiter, 6'1", 200-pound senior. Pickup of about 2. Those were 2 tough yards there for Shannon. Carter Detmer is at defensive end, number 0. You hear his name quite a bit for Boardman. Mohamed, Selly, and Pavlik across the front. There's the George again. A little bit of running room. Going to get the corner. Tied to George into the end zone. Touchdown.
Aaron Mitchell with a really good block that gave DeGeorge a chance to turn it into a touchdown.
22 yards on the carry. And as Kenny Roda said in the pregame, Ty DeGeorge had a huge game against this team last year, and he's picking up where he left off.
Well, that's a good first possession at the least.
Yep.
A little deja vu for Boardman, huh?
That's right. Talkington in for the extra point. High snap, but it's blocked. So not able to get it in the air on the high snap there, so the kick is blocked.
There was good penetration, but with a good snap, I think that the kick has a better chance of being good. But it doesn't take much in special teams to take a play that could have been good, and it's a wash.
7:55 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. The Blue Streaks score on their opening drive, 6-0. Lake will be back. Yeah, the Lake Blue Streaks score on their opening drive, and Coach has a look at that drive, brought to you by Freshmark Sugardale, predictably delicious since 1920.
Yes, Lake receives the opening kickoff and possesses the ball for 67 yards in 7 plays, and at 4:05 of the first quarter, they scored the touchdown. The extra point was blocked, and they have the early lead, 6-0.
There's a kickoff taken deep, and great pursuit there. Isaiah Payne was the return man, but he barely got across the 10-yard line before he met a host of Lake Blue Streaks.
Yeah, there was a lot of tie to George in that possession. The last 23 yards was a well-blocked sweep for a touchdown.
And guys, one of the things that Dan DeGeorge wanted to really focus on today with Ty is using him in so many different ways, but trying to get him on the perimeter. Last week, he ran a lot between the tackles, so they wanted to get him outside more today in many ways, and they did that in that opening drive.
It tied to George had 61 total yards on that possession.
All right. Here come the Boardman Spartans. We'll take a look at their offense here after this play. There's a handoff. Again, the wing T is in full effect here tonight from the Boardman Spartans, and that was Frank Butto there with the carry. There's that Spartans offense. Matula, Mohammed, Lochran, Bogart, and Selly across the front. The quarterback is Logan Miller. Button, that should be Butto, Moore, and Mitchell in the backfield, all seniors. And the tight end is Detmer, Scarcella, and Moore at the receiver. Here's Mitchell this time. Not much. That Lake Blue Streak defense, pretty tough right there against that wing T, Coach.
The two backs in the backfield with the quarterback have just taken turns blocking for each other. The first play was in wing T parlance, a belly play with the fullback as the ball carrier or the halfback is blocking for him.
Yep.
That was a power play to the left, and the fullback became the blocker. The halfback possessed the ball.
There you see that Lake defense. Kutsera, Mitchell, Lippy, and Humphrey up front. They're good. Talkington, Billiter, and Blosser. The linebackers solid there. Koblenz, Wise, Baker, and obviously tied to George in that defensive backfield for the Blue Streaks. Back to pass this time is Miller. He's going to carry it. And he gets across the 20 to about the 21-yard line. Defensive play come up there by Jacoby Blosser making the stop.
Looks like he's short of the first down.
Yeah, that one came right at me, guys, about 1.5 yards shy of the first down. So we'll see what the call is here.
We saw you backing up.
I'm too old to get that close to the action anymore.
Yeah, I don't blame you. There's a look at that replay right there as you see Coach Miller just tucking it and running. And they're going to punt it away. Ryan Mitchell will kick it away. Tied to George back deep.
Oh, good punt.
Yeah, that is a good punt. George is backing up to his 35. Flag is down, and DeGeorge goes out of bounds on his own. I don't know, maybe on the corner of his eye, he saw that flag and thought, well, that's coming back. Block behind the back, I believe I saw.
Yep, it's holding. I didn't see who held, but it's holding.
It's holding. So they're going to move the Blue Streaks back. They'll start this drive all the way back now to about the 30-yard line, their own 30-yard line. Don't forget to check out the Progressive Chevy and Progressive Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram scoreboard right after the ball games tonight with Brian Novak. Our scoreboard show, you can catch up on scores from around the area and Ohio. You can also do that at WHBCSports.com. A lot of games, and we'll try to keep you updated throughout this one in Stark County. Some good ones. There's a pitch to George. Talk about getting that corner. There he does. And tied to George with a first down carry.
A repeat of the scoring play.
Yeah, same play.
Toss right.
And Kenny, I think maybe Coach DeGeorge was on to something when he said he had to get Ty on the outside. That seemed to work.
Yeah, it really does. He's such a elusive runner. He has great field vision to cut back or to continue to try and take it wide. And just getting him the ball anyhow, anyway, is always a positive thing for Lake.
So they're going to send Lannerman here on the near side wide. Two receivers on the far side as Jones puts one man in motion. Going to roll to the short side. Oh, almost picked off.
Jones' pass falls incomplete.
Incomplete as Isaiah Payne, or I'm sorry, that was
Ryan Mitchell.
Ryan Mitchell, yeah. He had visions of end zone in his mind there.
No, as a linebacker, he undercut the play.
Yeah. So an incomplete pass. 4:54 to go here, first quarter from Lake. A beautiful facility here on the campus of Lake High School. They've got a YMCA as part of their school across the street. Baseball, softball fields over here. The stadium kind of sits down in the little valley here. One of the great places to come and do high school football. There's DeGeorge, and he gets about 4 or 5.
You're having an easier time reading his number than I am. I'm looking for 12 and 16, and we don't know where he's going to line up because he's going to line up everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I cheat a little bit. I kind of watch him come out of the huddle.
Well, there's 16 running in, so
I see where he is at all times. I'm like one of those rovers and what we used to call monster backs, I guess, back in the day. Going to keep an eye on one guy.
Yeah, ties the inside receiver to the 3-receiver side.
Yep, trips on the near side this time. Rolling this way is Jones. You better hurry and get it off. And Mitchell is right there again. Ryan Mitchell is all over the field here in the early going.
Yeah, he's made his presence known.
Yes, he has. So the Blue Streaks are going to have to punt it away, and Lachlan Baker is in to do that. Back deep is Aiden Moore, or is that Isaiah Payne? Let's check it.
High, good punt.
Moore. Yep. Oh, he dropped it. He had to fall on it. And good recovery there from Aiden Moore, but again, Boardman with not real good field position inside their own 15 this time.
Excellent punt with great hang time.
Yep.
Allowed the coverage unit to get down and be in the returner's neighborhood. Sometimes that is a distraction itself. I think that might have contributed to him mishandling the punt.
Our radio game tonight, Hudson at Jackson. Belford, Mark Miller, Ethan Jenkins, and Denny Kincaid are in Jackson Township tonight. Youngstown Ursuline is at Louisville. And John and George Bazika, along with Scott Garcia, bringing you that one on our stream. There's a handoff, that time to Mitchell, and Mitchell got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it.
Mitchell bounced the play, but he looked like he didn't have enough speed to make it a good decision.
So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Spartans. Spartans, and they're all white tonight with that maroon helmet. Lake in their Lake blue. And again, a running play, not much there.
Not sure if they tried to trap that inside. It was an inside play or wedge it. There was nothing there, and he bounced it to the outside, looking for a small hole.
Yeah, Frank Butto, I believe that was the ball carrier. So 3rd down and 10. 2 plays, no yards. So the Spartans now faced with 3rd down and 10. They're going to send Aiden Moore here on the near side. Back to throw, Miller. Across the middle, a nice catch that time by number 10.
He's got it.
For Boardman. That was Chase Russo, the junior. It's a good throw.
Yep. 3-step drop by the quarterback, and the ball comes out quickly.
So 1st and 10 now for Boardman. 1:32 and counting here in the first. It's been a quick first quarter. And a handoff. And boy, that wing tee is so confusing. I had to look twice to find where the ball was. That was Frank Butto again.
That's called the buck sweep in wing tee terminology.
Yep.
The fullback fakes the trap, the A-gap play up the middle, and then he hands it to the halfback. And they've got linemen polling at the point of attack.
So pickup of 2 there. Brings up 2nd down and 8. Mitchell, the back And here's a sweep to Moore, and Aiden Moore, not much there.
When you defend the wing T, you preach all week about reading your keys.
Yep.
Don't look for the football. Read your key, and your key should take you to the football.
Yep.
And it takes defensive players to be disciplined enough to do that.
Watching the guard, right? Is it a lot of it March watching the guard?
Well, yeah, but sometimes they false key you, so that's one that you can't trust.
Yeah, you can't trust that one, huh? All right, well, they're going to let the clock wind down here in quarter number one, a quick quarter number one, as we pause now for a timeout. It is 6-0 Lake as we go to quarter number two. It's the WHBC YouTube Game of the Week. We'll be back.
Two leaders coming together for double the cancer expertise. The Aultman Cancer Center is proud to be affiliated with University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. Advanced treatment, compassionate care, right here for you. Aultman and UH bring you state-of-the-art cancer treatment close to home without unnecessary travel. Made possible with locations in Alliance and Canton. Because our community deserves the very best.
We've all had a foot long, but who amongst us has had the courage to attempt a foot high? Stack it high. We Sugardale dog dare you. Yum, 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 yum.
We go now to quarter number two here at Blue Streak Stadium. Frank Cilona, Thom McDaniels, and Kenny Roda here with you. Bob Jeffries on board as well. The whole Claxon communication production team as well. Glad you're with us.
First quarter started and ended in less than 20 minutes.
Oh, you just jinxed us.
No, that's not a jinx.
So Boardman now on offense. 3rd down and 8. Miller fumbled the football, and Lake says they have it. Let's see. A lot of fighting underneath that pile.
The ref is signaling 4th down.
Yes,
4th down, yep.
Yes. Quarterback dropped straight back. It wasn't a play-action pass. There was penetration, and he had pressure as soon as he reached the full depth of his drop. He didn't have a chance.
All righty. So punting situation now, and Ryan Mitchell will step back. You got the George back deep. There's punt that hits, and they're all staying away from it. Cole Enterman was back there as well.
That's that knuckleball punt.
Yeah, you don't know what that's going to do.
And Coach Doda, a smart move on that punt, Coach Thom, and that was kick it away from number 12, right?
Yeah, they had 2 deep.
Yep.
I can't remember how many they had with the first punt, but they had 2 deep, and DeGeorge was to the right. And so the punter punts it, to the left side of Lake's return unit. Basically, you're right.
So the Blue Streaks now on offense again. Wyatt Jones, the junior quarterback, looks over that defense. And a pitch to DeGeorge. Ty gets the corner. And he picks up about 12 yards, but we've got a flag.
He's making the corner on that toss play.
Yeah.
And it's being well blocked because a lot of people try to get outside and they can't. But Lake at this point, penalty negates this game. But they're doing a nice job of sealing the edge and getting him in space on the perimeter.
Well, the penalty will move the Blue Streaks back. Should be 1st down, not 3rd down. Yeah. 1st down and
penalty by
15.
Lake hurt that lost possession.
Yep. 1st and 15 now 4 receivers in the pattern. Here's a pass to George. He's got plenty of room. Oh, he got 1 tackle to beat, and he did not. A great defensive play there by Aiden Moore, who came up and made the stop. And, Coach, that was a dangerous pass, but
reminiscent of last week.
Yeah.
Number 22, Santino Walker for Boardman, almost had that.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, Ty George, he breaks 1 tackle there. He hits pay dirt. So a pickup of 5 brings up 2nd down and 10. Jones going to hand it to, that's Lackland Baker, number 22, and he gets it to about the 45-yard line of Boardman, so they're going to be about 3 yards short here on 3rd down.
And you dare to go for it on 4th down with that field position.
Yeah, I think so.
As well as you've moved the ball up to this particular point, I think that if they're unsuccessful on 3rd down, I can see him trying to get it on 4th down.
2 receivers here on the near side, 1 far side. And there's Baker again, and not much there. He may have gotten 2. He needed 3 for the 1st down, but I don't think there's any hesitation. Billiter now will check in for Lake.
Trying to see who the fullback was. It wasn't Billiter on that play. It wasn't Aaron Mitchell, but he was the lead back.
Ty DeGeorge now is going to play quarterback.
They're going jumbo Wildcat here, guys.
All righty. So DeGeorge now at quarterback. He's played wide receiver, tailback, quarterback, defensive back. Now he's just trying to maybe make him jump off sides. But, Coach, and Kenny, I'll bring you in on this conversation as well. Even though they called time out there, they didn't get him to jump. Do they still go for it?
Coach,
sure.
If you have confidence, right, in your offense, and more importantly, Coach, if you have confidence in your defense, right, if you don't get it, you're relying on your defense to hold. That shows that you've got confidence in both units, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. But what you've seen from Lake offensively tonight, does anything tell you that they should go for it?
Oh, absolutely.
I think they should. They've been successful.
Yeah.
They've had a penalty in the previous possession and one in this possession that have thwarted them. But minus the penalties, they're moving the ball.
Yeah. Well, they're taking a lot of time to talk about it, and I don't see the punter out there.
I see 16 and 12.
So that is Billiter, Ty DeGeorge. Aaron Mitchell's in there. They've got 3 ball carriers. So they are going to definitely go for it.
2 wings.
DeGeorge. And Blue
movement.
Streaks moved, yep.
Left tackle.
Yep.
He just banging his helmet. That's 64, Ben Brown, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now Dan DeGeorge says, okay,
this is the right decision.
Yeah. Here comes Baker. He'll kick it away.
He tried 2 ways to get it.
Yeah. So Ryan Mitchell back deep. Well, he's backing up all the way to his 10-yard line. There's a knuckleball kick going to hit at about the 22-yard line. Takes a Lake bounce all the way to about the 11-yard line. So 11 yards on the roll.
He punched that knuckleball. And it was too short for the returner to handle. He did the right thing.
Yeah. Have you seen this year's WHBC high school football pocket schedules? Well, keep up with the schedules of all Stark County high school schools plus Greene and Malvern. Get yours now at WHBC Studios on Market Avenue South in downtown Canton, or you can pick them up at Friends and Family Credit Union locations. I was in the studio today. I picked up mine. I got it right here.
And we want to thank Progressive Chevrolet, one of the sponsors of our pocket schedules. The Kenny and JT show was out there doing the show there today, and they're a big supporter of high school sports.
Did you see my guy Hot Wheels out there?
I did not.
Nate, he was one of the sales guys. There's a handoff. That's Payne.
That's a version of the wing T sweep. And he cut that back inside because he didn't have a hole where they wanted to have a hole.
So brings up a 2nd down and 8. Boardman trying to get something going here offensively. And again, that's Payne again, and Isaiah not a whole lot of running room.
They had a loaded left side. They had 4 linemen to the left plus a wing. And my anticipation is that they'd run that way. They tried to outnumber them, but my anticipation was inaccurate, and they ran to the weak side. 3rd and 5.
Medina leads Hoover 7-6 first quarter. Louisville leads Ursuline 7-6 first quarter. Here's a pitch. And picked up a 1st down.
Same formation, only to the right, and this time they went and used the man advantage to their advantage.
Frank Butto that time, the ball carrier. You'll see a lot of him. You'll see a lot of Ryan Mitchell, Aiden Moore, Isaiah Payne. They've got 4 guys that they like to tote the rock. Massillon on top of Glen Oak, first quarter, 14-0. There is a handoff, and not much at all. Great job that time by Aaron Mitchell and Josh Lippy on that right side of that Blue Streak defense.
Simon Humphrey, too. He was the edge player to the side of the play, and he didn't get moved.
Don't forget to stick around halftime. Our Bell Stores halftime. Keeping the family on full. We'll have stats analysis, scores, and a whole lot more. Cash Felger in at quarterback right now for Boardman. And that was Payne that time. Not much there. I don't know if Logan Miller got hurt. I know, Kenny, if you saw anything down there, but Lagler's in there at quarterback, number 12.
I did not see anything as far as limping off, or I'm on the Lake sideline, so I can't get a bird's eye view of what's happening on the Boardman sideline, but we'll keep an eye out for him.
Yep, Cash Felger is a sophomore, 6'2", 202.
I read somewhere where they used two quarterbacks.
Yeah, they said they might use them tonight.
Deshaun Robinson into the ball game now as well. He's going to line up as a receiver, and a lot of confusion, and Boardman is going to have to burn a timeout.
Yep, late getting the play in.
All right, we'll take a timeout with them. 5:07 to go here in the first half of play. It's the Blue Streak 6 and the Spartans nothing. We'll be back.
It's Kenny and JT.
Legendary actor, producer, director, author, musician, William Shatner. You've touched so many different generations, whether it's, Captain Kirk or DJ Hooker.
I got arrested for touching the wrong generation.
Was there a favorite role of yours throughout your entire illustrious career?
I don't think that way. What I think is the moment I'm doing something, that's the best I can do. And this radio show is the best I can do. So you'll have
away. It's the Kenny and JT Show. Weekdays between 3 and 7 on WHBC.
Well, both teams coming back out after the timeout. It'll be a 3rd down and 10 for Boardman. Let's see what they have up their sleeve here. They're going to send receivers to the far side, one to the near side. And here's a pass behind the receiver, incomplete.
He was open.
Yeah, he was, intended for Scarcella.
3-step drop, little pressure. That's one way to avoid the pressure. And Boardman's not comfortable with 3rd and 10. 3rd and long situations. They're not built for that based on what they choose to do offensively.
Mitchell now will punt it away. DeGeorge back deep. Oh, there's a fumble snap and a high wobbly kick. Going to hit at midfield. Take a late bounce and down at the 47-yard line of Boardman. So the Blue Streaks will have good field position with 4:53 to go here.
Did he
in
muff
the first
the
half.
punt, or was it a good snap?
Bad snap, hit the ground, rolled a couple of times. He was lucky to get that off. He did a nice job just to get rid of it instead of getting tackled or getting it blocked, guys.
Yeah.
I was watching the two returners. They stacked, the Lake stacked the returners, but DeGeorge is the deep guy.
Yeah. Well, that way you can't punt it to one side or the other, right?
That's correct.
So the Blue Streaks go on offense here. They've got 2 timeouts remaining. 4:53 in here to go in the first half. It's a fake handoff and looking deep to George and overthrown right in front of our Kenny Roda there. You had a better chance of catching that, I think.
Yeah, nice play action fake. I saw it, so I started backing up because I saw where Ty DeGeorge lined up, knew it was coming down this sideline where I'm at and our intern Madison is at. So back up, still shoot the video, and hopefully you catch him getting 1 or 2 feet in bounds after catching the ball, but a little overthrown.
So what you're saying is if you watch where number 12 is, you've got a good chance of finding the ball.
Bingo, Coach, bingo.
See how quickly I picked up on that, Kenny?
He's going to be slot over there on the far side. 3 receivers on the far side. And a fake handoff. There's DeGeorge. He's wide open, and he couldn't stay on his feet. He caught it and got to the 31-yard line.
I need a replay. I'm not sure that he was designed as the primary.
You know what? I'm checking that. Was that Ty? It was. Okay. Yep. So first down nonetheless. So the Blue Streak drive continues with 4:24 and counting here in the first half. Trips on the near side this time. And that time it's just going to be a handoff and a nice play that time. Number 22, Lachlan Baker.
Looking at the replay of the previous play, I think it was a good decision by the quarterback. I think it was a 2-receiver route.
Yes.
The middle receiver ran the bubble, and Ty was the outside receiver, and he worked inside to block and or present himself as a secondary target.
Blue Streaks with a quick hurry-up offense. There's Ty DeGeorge, wide open field. Gets it inside the 20 to the 11-yard line. And another first down for the Blue Streaks.
Really good blocking by number 5, Mitch Wise, and number 19, Ryder Schultz on that play. Excellent blocking, and Ty DeGeorge with the ball. That's good stuff for Lake.
Okay, the Cleveland Browns preseason is a wrap. Week 1 will be in Jacksonville, pregame at 11 a.m. and kickoff at 1 p.m. right here on WHBC. The NFL season kicks off real soon. Jones hands it off to George into the end zone. Touchdown. 11 yards for Ty DeGeorge.
He made a nice move in the middle of that run, just slightly to the left. It wasn't a jump cut per se, but he avoided somebody. That's great vision.
Yeah, right
Cut
there.
it back to his right.
Nice play. And the Blue Streaks will go for 1 here, up 12-0. Talkington. And let's see if the snap is good this time. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 3:13 to go here in the first half, the Blue Streaks have put on another one. They lead 13-0. We'll be back right after this timeout.
2 leaders coming together for double the cancer expertise. The Aultman Cancer Center is proud to be affiliated with University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. Advanced treatment, compassionate care, right here for you. Aultman and UH bring you state-of-the-art cancer treatment close to home without unnecessary travel. Made possible with locations in Alliance and Canton, because our community deserves the very best.
So the Blue Streaks get on the board, and Coach McDaniels has that Fresh Mark Sugardale scoring drive, predictably delicious since 1920.
Scoring drive, 5 plays, 47 yards. Took 3 minutes and 13 seconds to get it done. And at 1:40 of the second quarter, 1:40 was the time of possession. Ty DeGeorge scores on an 11-yard TD run, and the extra point by Braden Talkington is good. So they've got the early 13-zip lead with very little time remaining in the second quarter. 3 minutes and 13 seconds.
Brandon Talkington has it teed up. This one is in the air. That's a good kick. Going to go all the way into the end zone. So a nice kick that time from Brandon Talkington, the senior kicker.
Ty DeGeorge has over 100 total yards so far in the game. 7 carries, 66 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 receptions for 56 yards. So just like last year.
And that is now 7 touchdowns in 6 quarters, basically, for Ty DeGeorge against Boardman.
Wow.
They're going to be glad when he graduates.
Right?
Exactly. All right, here comes Boardman now on offense. They've got 3 minutes, 13 seconds to which to work with. And Flegler's still in a quarterback. Flag goes down, and he goes down as well at about the 22-yard line.
Yep. That's a bootleg. Again, wing T terminology, generic terminology.
Yeah.
He faked the buck sweep and had nobody open. I was looking into the secondary once I read that it was a play-action pass, and there was no separation between the white shirts and the blue shirts. Penalty, anyway, would have negated any gain they had.
I had an opportunity this afternoon, spoke with Coach DJ Doda, and he said he's got family down in Florida tuning in tonight to watch the ball game on the YouTube. And
yes.
So we want to welcome the friends and family of Coach. Here's a running play by Mitchell.
That's a 9-yard run. You know, the penalty, they're still well short of the first down, but that's a good gain for them on that first down attempt.
So it brings up 2nd down and 12 now for Boardman. Many of us know probably the most famous graduate of Boardman High School, Bernie Kosar. There's Votto on the carry. Was talking with Mike Galena, who's a good friend of the station, does some games for us as well, and Mike's good friends with Bernie, and he says Bernie's doing great.
Oh, good.
Saw Mike yesterday, and we talked about the game here tonight, and he said, speaking of Boardman, obviously, Bernie Kosar, and he said he just looks 100% better, feeling great. Mike talks to him on a regular basis.
Yeah, he's had it tough in multiple ways recently. That's good news.
Yep.
Good news for Bernie and Bernie fans.
Yeah. He certainly made Boardman proud. He made Northeast Ohio proud for many, many years as well as a Cleveland Brown.
Guys, we want to give some credit to Ron Viscount, the defensive coordinator, one of the legendary coaches in this area when it comes to defensive play calling and defensive schemes, having to tackle this wing T so far, keeping them off the board in a quick timeout called there by Dan DeGeorge to try and save as much time on the clock to try and maybe get the ball back and run that 2-minute offense before the half.
For sure.
A Bernie story.
Yep.
Bernie and Rick Worstel were the 2 quarterbacks in the North-South game following their senior season.
Yeah.
Ricky Worstel was the starter of the game.
Oh, he let us know that. Trust me, Coach.
Yeah, he's smiling if he's listening tonight.
Oh, we know all about that, yeah.
Coach, we hear that at least 10 times a year.
Well, I thought I was delivering some news, for crying out loud. I'm not in that loop.
Oh, no. There's Butto, and he got tripped up by the turf monster that time. At about the 24-yard line, and Lake takes another quick timeout. We'll just keep it right here. And, Stelly loves to tell that story for sure. Who won that game, by the way?
That I don't recall.
If he was, I don't know, Kenny, did he ever say if they were the winning team or losing team?
No, always said Rick Worstel won that game because he started over Bernie.
That's too many games ago for me to remember.
Yeah. That's.
I saw Bernie sitting down and talking with Jimmy Johnson, reflecting back on their days together.
Yeah.
Bernie's doing very well. Very great to see, and always a good friend to our show on WHBC many times.
Kenny, by the way, I want to mention, I heard you guys yesterday. Was it yesterday with Roger Worley?
Yes.
Yeah, great job with Roger. He's a great guy. He comes back every year for Hall of Fame, and one of those guys you just don't think of that much when you think of Hall of Fame defensive backs, but boy, was he good. There's the punt going to hit, and Ty DeGeorge is going to let it go.
And it didn't go out of bounds.
No, it didn't.
Bringing up Roger Worley, he told us he was a punt returner too back in his day at Missouri.
Yep.
We referenced him as Mr. Missouri. He played high school football in Missouri. He played college football in Missouri and professional football in Missouri, and played it very well at all three levels. And anytime Roger Staubach says, you're the best cover corner I've ever faced, that's some high praise, and that's what Roger Staubach said about Roger Worley.
Yeah. He was pretty darn fast, I know that.
Wonder where he lives now.
I think he is in Missouri.
Probably Missouri.
No, he's in the Phoenix area.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
Kenny Roda with the gem.
All right, the Blue Streaks got a minute 50 to do something here before halftime. Trips on the near side, and this time Jones is going to run it. Gets about 8 yards, almost 9 on the carry. So quickly, Blue Streaks go back to the line of scrimmage. They get the play call from the sideline as they're all looking over there.
Get that design quarterback run working for you. These guys are going to be a handful to defend.
Exactly. Same setup here. Trips on the near side. This time a handoff. They're trying just to get the first down, but nowhere to go that time for Billiter, and Shannon was knocked down right about the line of scrimmage. No gain. Clock at 1:10. Blue Streaks out of timeouts.
Kind of an interesting way to deal with them. Very little time. 2 run plays back to back.
Yep. And here is another quarterback keeper, or I guess a quarterback draw. They do get the first down, but there's a flag down, and it's a hold. I don't know if you saw the referee there, the white cap. He motioned to the sideline what the hold was, and he put his hand almost around his neck and pulled, like someone just grabbed someone around the neck and pulled him down. I guess they were asking who was holding, what did he do, and he showed him. So 3rd down now and 11. Clock going to keep rolling at 43 seconds. Blue Streaks going backwards here. Jones going to go deep, and DeGeorge got behind the defender, but it was not enough air under it for him to run under it. So incomplete, stops the clock with 29 seconds, and Blue Streaks just going to punt it away.
Well, DeGeorge was accompanied by Ryder Schultz, in 2 receivers not that far away from each other, both running deep. Probably needed a little more arc on the ball to drop it over the shoulder of the defender. They had him beat.
Yeah.
And that's a young quarterback, guys, right? Learning the system and trying to get the timing down. I know in practice he gets a lot of reps, the scrimmages, but now it's game time, different speed and everything like that. And Wyatt's, learning. And we may see before this game's over, Ty DeGeorge throwing out of that halfback option possibility. But they're trying to get Wyatt as many reps as possible, handing off, but also putting the ball in the air. So up 13-0. I think you can take a shot right there, Coach, right? That was a good play call, I thought.
Yep. And understand this, too, on those little bubbles that Tyler is running, and he's accurate with the throw. because when you complete those passes behind the line of scrimmage, it has no chance to succeed if the receiver has to make adjustments for the ball. So he's been accurate in the short passing game.
Don't forget to stick around for our Bell Stores halftime. We'll have stats, analysis, scores, and more. There's a high wobbly kick sending the returner back inside his 35, and we got flags down, and the running back is down as well. That's Aiden Moore who ran it back, and looks like Boardman's going to get pushed back.
Yeah, they're going to call Isaiah Payne for that infraction.
A lot of the games in our area approaching halftime. We'll have scores for you at halftime of many of those. 17 seconds remaining here in the first half of this one.
Yeah, we'll give them some updates, but that's after pepperoni rolls, right?
That's right, and you better run out there as soon as this hits triple zeros and get a couple of them.
Folks here at Lake do a great job in the press box.
Oh, man, they do.
Both accommodating us with setup and hospitality.
So Boardman now looks like they're just going to take a knee.
What's this play called?
99. Kenny, you have to learn that, by the way. You're going to be up here next week.
All right.
99 is take a knee.
Okay. I'm going to try and get Coach DeGeorge here as the players head to the locker room, so we'll see what we can do.
We'll keep an eye on you.
And I don't get run over, so I'm staying on my toes. Let me see if I can grab him real quick.
He's coming right at you.
Yep. You get your coach real quick? All right.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Look up at the scoreboard. It's 13-0 Lake at halftime. Let's start with your defense against that wing T. You've got to be thrilled that there's a goose egg up on the board, right, Coach?
Yeah, playing very good defense. Boys are tackling well. We got to keep doing that, though. A lot of game left. Boardman's a very tough team, so we got our hands full still.
Offensively, what do you like? What do you want to clean up?
Yeah, we need to clean up a lot of things. We're not consistent enough. We have a couple big plays, then we go backwards with either penalties or not blocking the right guys. So we're going to get on them at halftime a little bit, and we need to respond.
All right, give me your thoughts on Wyatt so far. It's a full game last week, a half this week at quarterback. Your assessment.
Yeah, no, Wyatt's doing a good job, man. He's getting a little bit better each week, and we're throwing more things at him as we go. He needs to throw a couple touch passes. We'll talk to him about that. We have guys open. We got to complete a few of those. So we'll get better in the second half for sure.
Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you very much.
Dan DeGeorge doing a great job with this team. They're 1-0 and off to a good start here at halftime, up 13-0 over Boardman, guys.
All right, Kenny, thank you so much. As we are now in our Bell Stores halftime report. Bell Stores keeping the family on full. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have some stats, analysis, and more right after this.
With Bell Stores Bell Buddy Rewards, you save in-store and at the pump. New members receive 20 cents off per gallon as a welcome gift. Everyday savings are made easy. Instantly enjoy 3 cents off per gallon just for being a member. When you spend $25 in store, unlock an extra 5 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up. Buy 5, get 1 free. Track your drinks and earn free coffee, fountain, icy, and espresso with drink clubs. So start saving today. Download the Bell Stores app and sign up for Bell Buddy Rewards.
You can always score with Friends and Family Credit Union. A strong community brings people together. We believe a dependable financial resource is crucial for a strong community. That's why, in addition to our financial services, we support our neighbors whenever we can. Giving back to our community, we strive to be a part of the growth and success of our institutions, organizations, and neighbors. Because when they succeed, we succeed. We'll continue bringing friends into the family for generations.
Every other dealer is trying to sell you something. Not me. I want to buy your car. Trade it in or just sell it to me, top dollar. You might be surprised what it's worth. Check out this month's deals.
During the Make This the Summer event, new Ram 1500s over $15,000 off, and new 2026 Grand Cherokee Laredos, $11,000.
I'm Craig Sanders at Progressive Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Massillon, and I mean it. I want to buy your car.
2 leaders coming together for double the cancer expertise. The Aultman Cancer Center is proud to be affiliated with University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. Advanced treatment, compassionate care, right here for you. Aultman and UH bring you state-of-the-art cancer treatment close to home without unnecessary travel. Made possible with locations in Alliance and Canton, because our community deserves the very best.
At Pella, we believe expertise matters. Did you know that when you replace your windows and doors, there are different installation options? Every home is unique. That's why we offer methods like pocket and full frame replacement. When we inspect the windows and doors you're replacing, we'll assess which installation option is best for you and your home. Plus, our work is backed by some of the best warranties in the business.
Pella windows and doors are on sale now. Schedule a free in-home consultation today.
This is Brian Bailey of Old Carolina Barbecue Company. It's pigskin time in Northeast Ohio, and you know that Old Carolina is the official barbecue of football. So if you've got plans to gather at a tailgate or in front of a big screen TV, be sure your buffet line is full of hearty party food. We've got tender hand-pulled pork to make all-pro sliders and hickory-smoked deep-fried wings that will score big points with your party guests. We're covering football fans at our 3 convenient locations in Canton, Massillon, and Alliance. Order online today at oldcarolina.com.
The news of the day, every day, on Canton's Morning News with Pam Cook.
Paving every alley in the city of Canton over the first 4 years is just part of the plan. Right now, we have contractors who are cleaning these alleys up that haven't been addressed for decades and decades. And literally, there were people coming out of their houses and hugging the guys working for the contractor cleaning these alleys up.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing.
It is a great thing.
It is a good thing.
1480 WHBC.
2 leaders coming together for double the cancer expertise. The Aultman Cancer Center is proud to be affiliated with University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. Advanced treatment, compassionate care, right here for you. Aultman and UH bring you state-of-the-art cancer treatment close to home without unnecessary travel. Made possible with locations in Alliance and Canton, because our community deserves the very best.
Back here at Lake High School, Blue Streak Stadium, Frank Cilona, Thom McDaniels, and Kenny Roda with you tonight. Bob Jeffries, our statistician, in the booth as well. Taking a look at some scores. Our halftime score here is Lake 13 and Boardman nothing. As we take a look at the scoreboard from other games in and around our area, it is Tuslaw on top of Chippewa at halftime by a score of 14-13. Carrollton leads Edison 14-0. That one nearing halftime. Fairless, the Falcons, 21-6 over Waynedale right now in the second quarter.
Flying high, my Falcons. Yeah.
I was waiting for that. It is Green bouncing back this week. They're up 14-7 over Talmadge. That's going to be a good game in Green this evening. 7-7 our score between West Branch and New Philadelphia, the Quakers, down in New Philly. East Canton on top of Western Reserve. The Hornets lead the Blue Devils 8-6. Minerva, they are up on Springfield by a score of 20-0 up in that South Akron area, or Lower Akron they call it, L.A. McDonald 21, Malvern nothing. That one in the second quarter as well. It is Worcester 21-6 over the Alliance Aviators, so Alliance struggling in week 2 as well. The Perry Panthers, no trouble right now with St. Vincent St. Mary. They lead 27-0. That game approaching halftime. Massillon is in Plain Township tonight to take on the Glen Oak Golden Eagles, and they lead 28-7 in the second quarter of play. Tough one in Jackson Township tonight as the Hudson Explorers now have scored another touchdown. They lead 28-14 over the Jackson Polar Bears. Get you some other scores here as well. It is Medina leading Hoover by a score of 7-6. That one last reported in the first quarter. Canfield and Salem tied at 7. And let's see here. Youngstown Ursuline 9-7 over the Louisville Leopards.
And I'm looking at the St. Edward's Twitter feed.
Yes.
St. Ed's and McKinley going at each other at my alma mater, George Finney Stadium, Tressel Family Field. And on their Twitter feed, McKinley 8, St. Ed's nothing in the second quarter.
There you go. Go Bulldogs. Thom McDaniels just perked up over there. So the Bulldogs trying to win number 2 here in this early going here in the 2026 campaign. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, Thom has all the stats for you in the first half of this one. Halftime score here from Lake, 13-0. Blue Streaks on top. We'll be back right after this.
2 leaders coming together for double the cancer expertise. The Aultman Cancer Center is proud to be affiliated with University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. Advanced treatment, compassionate care, right here for you. Aultman and UH bring you state-of-the-art cancer treatment close to home without unnecessary travel. Made possible with locations in Alliance and Canton. Because our community deserves the very best.
We've all had a foot long, but who amongst us has had the courage to attempt a foot high? Stack it high. We Sugardale dog dare you. Yum, 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 yum.
It's Kenny and JT.
Legendary actor, producer, director, author, musician, William Shatner. You've touched so many different generations, whether it's, Captain Kirk or DJ Hooker.
I got arrested for touching the wrong generation.
Was there a favorite role of yours throughout your entire illustrious career?
I don't think that way. What I think is the moment I'm doing something, that's the best I can do. And this radio show is the best I can do. So you'll have
away. It's the Kenny and JT Show. Weekdays between 3 and 7 on WHBC.
2 leaders coming together for double the cancer expertise. The Aultman Cancer Center is proud to be affiliated with University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. Advanced treatment, compassionate care, right here for you. Aultman and UH bring you state-of-the-art cancer treatment close to home without unnecessary travel. Made possible with locations in Alliance and Canton. Because our community deserves the very best.
Bell Stores halftime continues here from Blue Streak Stadium. Frank Cilona, Thom McDaniels, Kenny Roda, Bob Jeffries here with you. And 13-0 our score. You see it there, the Lake Blue Streaks on top. And, Coach, you've got some numbers from that first half.
Yep. Lake, as you mentioned, has a 13-0 lead, and they're dominant in the statistics area also. Boardman had 36 yards rushing, and Lake had 94 in the first half. Boardman 12 yards passing, Lake 56. That's a total of 48 total yards for Boardman and a total of 150 yards at halftime for Lake. First downs, Boardman 2, Lake 6. Time of possession, pretty even. 11:24 for Boardman and 12 minutes and 36 seconds for Lake. No turnovers in the game. There have been some fumbles, but they've been owned by the fumbling team. Boardman 2 penalties for 25 yards, and Lake 4 penalties for 35 yards. Individual statistics, Boardman first. Their quarterback, Logan Miller, has had 1 pass attempt. He completed it for 12 yards. The leading rusher is Frank Butto, 6 rushes, 18 yards. Ryan Mitchell's had 3 carries for 9 yards. And Chase Rusco has the only catch of the game for 12 yards. For Lake, Wyatt Jones has 4 completions and 7 attempts for 56 yards. Ty George is the leading rusher, 7 carries, 66 yards, and 2 TDs. Lachlan Baker, 3 rushes for 16 yards. Ty DeGeorge also leads in receptions for Lake, 4 catches for 56 yards.
All righty. Coach, thank you so much. 13-0 our score at halftime. We'll take another timeout, and we'll come back, and we'll have Kenny Roda join us here for discussion and analysis of the first half of this one. We'll be back right after this timeout.
You can always score with Friends and Family Credit Union. A strong community brings people together. We believe a dependable financial resource is crucial for a strong community. That's why, in addition to our financial services, we support our neighbors whenever we can. Giving back to our community, we strive to be a part of the growth and success of our institutions, organizations, and neighbors. Because when they succeed, we succeed. We'll continue bringing friends into the family for generations.
This is Brian Bailey of Old Carolina Barbecue Company. It's pigskin time in Northeast Ohio, and you know that Old Carolina is the official barbecue of football. So if you've got plans to gather at a tailgate or in front of a big screen TV, be sure your buffet line is full of hearty party food. We've got tender hand-pulled pork to make all-pro sliders and hickory-smoked deep-fried wings that will score big points with your party guests. We're covering football fans at our 3 convenient locations in Canton, Massillon, and Alliance. Order online today at oldcarolina.com.
Meet a few of our very special Wishes Can Happen kids, all of which were granted wishes thanks to you.
Wishes can happen thanks to you!
Help grant a wish for local kids with life-threatening illnesses. Click here to donate today.
At Pella, we believe expertise matters. Did you know that when you replace your windows and doors, there are different installation options? Every home is unique. That's why we offer methods like pocket and full frame replacement. When we inspect the windows and doors you're replacing, we'll assess which installation option is best for you and your home. Plus, our work is backed by some of the best warranties in the business.
Pella windows and doors are on sale now. Schedule a free in-home consultation today.
Today's leftovers are tomorrow's hot dog toppings. The leftover dog. We Sugardale dog dare you. Yum, 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 yum.
Every other dealer is trying to sell you something. Not me. I want to buy your car. Trade it in or just sell it to me, top dollar. You might be surprised what it's worth. Check out this month's deals.
New 2026 Silverado's over $13,000 off, and new 2026 Equinox EV, $7,000.
I'm Craig Sanders at Progressive Chevrolet in Massillon, and I want to buy your car. I mean it.
Welcome back to our Bell Stores halftime as we continue on here. The Lake Marching Band down on the field, but up here in the booth, guys, I want to talk a little bit about that first half. You look at the numbers, and Lake, 3 times as many yards, 150 to just 48 in that first half for the Boardman Spartans. But time of possession, pretty even, no turnovers, so pretty clean played football game. And, Coach, I'll start with you. When you're playing a team with the wing T, sometimes you want to cheat up at that line of scrimmage because you're not really expecting too many passes, right?
Yeah, and if they're willing to do it. I meant to mention this before, too. Coach Doda doesn't call the offense or the defense. He has entrusted that to coordinators.
Yeah.
But I remember all the Mooney teams we played in the past, in the 80s and 90s, they were stack eye. If you recall what that is, 3 backs lined up behind the quarterback, and they'd throw 3 times for 3 touchdowns and 65 yards.
Wow. Okay.
But they did just enough, to have balance.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, and Kenny, you've been down there, and it's kind of from up here. It almost looked like Ty DeGeorge is just running away from people when he gets that opportunity. He gets the corner fast. Coach even mentioned, you get him on the outside, it's hard to catch.
It is, and Dan does a great job of mixing it up, right? Swing passes, traps, pitches to the outside, which he scored the first touchdown on. So that's what he wanted to do more of. That was part of the game plan coming in. Show different formations, get him the ball in different positions. But you heard him tell me at halftime, his quarterback, hey, we got to start hitting some of those passes. And so I wouldn't be surprised if they come out maybe and focus a little bit more on that, especially if they get up 20-0. Then maybe they can work on the passing game. But I'll say this, the eye discipline on defense, Coach, I've been watching that down on the sidelines. Very good. Gap integrity, eye discipline with the wing tee. They've been doing a great job. And we've heard this from the old Patriots head coach, Bill Belichick. Do your job, right? Don't try and be a hero, play hero ball. You may not make the tackle, but by doing your job, you've allowed somebody else to make the tackle for no gain. Yeah. And they've done a nice job of that.
Well, the other thing is Wyatt Jones has attempted 7. He's got 4 completions, and I'm trying to remember an underneath a medium route or a shallow route that he's had incomplete. I think a couple of deep attempts he's missed on those.
Yeah. Well, he had the one that was almost picked. So he underthrew that one, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, so that was one. So I think that's what Dan was talking about.
Or the defender played it well.
Or that. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. To give him some credit for right.
Yeah. And he mentioned, too, Kenny, that it's a touch pass. He didn't get much touch on it. He kind of just threw a line drive, and you got to give Ty a little bit of time to run under it, which, I think if he does that on one of those plays, he could have been in the end zone. But certainly, I want to flip the coin here. If you're Boardman now, Coach, you're down 13-0. It's not panic time by any means.
No.
But they're struggling to throw the football. And if you get down 20-0, you got to start thinking about throwing the football, don't you?
Yeah, but if you don't practice it, you can't do it.
Right.
And it's one of the reasons why I was never a wing tee advocate, because if you got in a game where you had to throw, you didn't have an answer because it wasn't really part of who you were.
Right.
The best way that the wing teams throw the ball is off of play action, boots and belly passes and so on.
Yeah. So, and I remember that in the state championship game, unfortunately for Perry, right? They're down 14-7. They needed to make one big play, a pass play, and they couldn't do it. And that same year, Central Catholic against Coldwater, they made the pass play and, took it the distance to win the state championship. So the good and the bad of the wing tee, we know you can run it, but can you throw it when it's necessary? And we'll see if Boardman can do that here in the second half.
It makes you one-dimensional. If you're behind, it certainly does. But
Boardman can't be unhappy with his halftime score.
No.
Correct.
2-touchdown game and an extra point. You could go up 14-13 if you make both of your extra points.
And they get the ball first too in the second half.
They remind me a little bit of Alliance a week ago, where Alliance needed chunk plays, but if you don't have chunk people, you don't get many of those. And I don't see them. I haven't seen the chunk player for Boardman in the first half, if he exists.
And one of the things I like to see here in the second half, even though they're up 13-0, I'd like to see maybe Dan DeGeorge kind of open it up a little. Maybe attempt a couple of those long passes. Get Ty out there one-on-one if he can and see what he can do.
I'm still waiting for Ty to throw. There's going to be a play here in the second half on a pitch. And those backers and the safeties peek into the backfield and come up. Their eye discipline is not going to be good, and he'll throw over the top.
Dan DeGeorge had me work with his quarterbacks a couple of years ago, and at that time, Tyler was a quarterback.
There you go. So look for that.
I'll
head to the sidelines right now, and I'll leave you on that one. Let's watch for that in the second half.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. All right. Halftime continues here. We'll take our final break. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff of the second half of this one between the Spartans and the Blue Streaks. We'll be back right after this timeout.
The news of the day, every day, on Canton's Morning News with Pam Cook.
Paving every alley in the city of Canton over the first 4 years is just part of the plan. Right now, we have contractors who are cleaning these alleys up that haven't been addressed for decades.
All right, one of these was the field there.
And literally, there were people coming out of their houses and hugging the guys working for the contractor. Cleaning
Where's
these
that
alleys.
mic? Is it
Yeah,
hanging
that's
over
a
the
good-
edge of your body?
It is a good thing.
1480 WHBC.
With Bell Store's Bell Buddy Rewards, you save in-store and at the pump. New members receive 20 cents off per gallon as a welcome gift. Everyday savings are made easy. Instantly enjoy 3 cents off per gallon just for being a member. When you spend $25 in store, unlock an extra 5 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up. Buy 5, get 1 free. Track your drinks and earn free coffee, fountain, icy, and espresso with drink clubs. So start saving today. Download the Bell Stores app and sign up for Bell Buddy Rewards.
From the heart of the Hall of Fame city to the Carnation City, all the way into the City of Champions. Mixed Mornings have come back home, and we can't wait to have you on our team.
Sounds like Stark County. Mixed Mornings with Matt Bento. Weekdays 6 till 10. Mix 94.1.
Two leaders coming together for double the cancer expertise. The Aultman Cancer Center is proud to be affiliated with University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. Advanced treatment, compassionate care, right here for you. Aultman and UH bring you state-of-the-art cancer treatment close to home without unnecessary travel. Made possible with locations in Alliance and Canton. Because our community deserves the very best.
We've all had a foot long, but who amongst us has had the courage to attempt a foot high? Stack it high. We Sugardale dog dare you. Yum, 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 yum.
It's Kenny and JT.
Legendary actor, producer, director, author, musician, William Shatner. You've touched so many different generations, whether it's, Captain Kirk or DJ Hooker.
I got arrested for touching the wrong generation.
Was there a favorite role of yours throughout your entire illustrious career?
I don't think that way. What I think is the moment I'm doing something, that's the best I can do. And this radio show is the best I can do. So you'll have
away. It's the Kenny and JT Show. Weekdays between 3 and 7 on WHBC.
Two leaders coming together for double the cancer expertise. The Aultman Cancer Center is proud to be affiliated with University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. Advanced treatment, compassionate care, right here for you. Aultman and UH bring you state-of-the-art cancer treatment close to home without unnecessary travel. Made possible with locations in Alliance and Canton. Because our community deserves the very best.
With Bell Store's Bell Buddy Rewards, you save in-store and at the pump. New members receive 20 cents off per gallon as a welcome gift. Everyday savings are made easy. Instantly enjoy 3 cents off per gallon just for being a member. When you spend $25 in store, unlock an extra 5 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up. Buy 5, get 1 free. Track your drinks and earn free coffee, fountain, icy, and espresso with drink clubs. So start saving today. Download the Bell Stores app and sign up for Bell Buddy Rewards.
Yeah, the opening kick of the second half goes out of bounds, and Boardman will start at their own 35-yard line. And hand off, and nothing doing right there. Coming up to make the play, number 31, Aaron Mitchell. And Isaiah Payne had nowhere to go. He felt the pain right there.
Give some credit to number 55, Zach Kutsera, for not giving movement at all at the point of attack. He blew the play up at the line of scrimmage and let other people make the tackle.
So second down now and 10 on the no gain. And here's a end around, but nothing there for Moore. In fact, he's going to lose about 4 yards, maybe 5 on the carry. And coming up, you mentioned Zach Kutsera. He was there to make the stop again.
I noticed before the snap, Boardman had a wide receiver to the left, and the only defender was a corner who was off about 7 or 8 yards, and there was no overhang defender who could defend a slant. That play is available to them. And if I see it again, I'll point it out.
Okay.
I'm going to do it right now. There's no underneath defender other than the safety, and he's 12 yards away. But you could throw a slant.
Miller back, throws, screen set up, but boy, the Blue Streaks were there to bust it up. Just a short gain.
The safety made the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
That's great reaction, to what he saw and how he chose to play it. Number 12.
Landerman and DeGeorge are back deep. For the Blue Streaks, as Boardman's going to have to punt this one away. And Mitchell is in. That one is a spiraling kick out of bounds. And yeah, they're not going to kick it anywhere near Ty DeGeorge.
No.
So the Blue Streaks now will go on offense to start their first drive of the second half. And I want to remind you about the Saturday morning huddle. It's back this season with your hosts, our own Kenny Roda and John Bazika, plus a new contributor this year, Ethan Jenkins. Live Saturday morning at 10 a.m. on Facebook and YouTube. It is once again the most popular high school football show around, with live player and coaches interviews, highlights, and more. So catch the Saturday morning huddle with our guy Kenny Roda, John Bazika. Jones going to put a man in motion, and that's tied to George. That play happened in the first half, and it happens again, very successful here in the second half, as the Blue Streaks pick up about 11 yards on the pitch and catch.
He's 5'11 and 188 pounds, but he runs stronger than that.
First down for the Blue Streaks, 9:34 and running here in the third quarter. Wyatt Jones, very efficient last week, 6 of 10, 102 yards and a touchdown. Going to put the George in motion. This time he's just going to keep it. And he fumbled the football, and the Boardman Spartans have picked it up. Oh, no. The referee comes in, says the player was down, not a fumble. Let's take a look at it here. Let's see. Yeah, it's hard. Oh, boy, that's hard to tell, but
Coach Doda's having a nice conversation with the sideline official.
I don't think it's very nice. He's not happy.
Nope, he's putting distance between himself and the official, which is
smart,
a move of experience.
Exactly. So the Blue Streaks will keep the football. Second down and 8. Here's the George, and nothing there that time, as they were ready for him. Oh, was that Ty? Yeah, it was.
Who made the tackle?
Was that Mitchell?
I think it's the outside backer, to the
Ryan
left
Mitchell.
side. He anticipated it,
Yep.
or he was a blitzer on the play, but he acted like he knew the play call.
Kenny, I don't know if you were close enough to see that supposed non-fumble. Did you happen to?
The way the quarterback reacted, I thought it was a fumble.
Okay.
I'm a little bit about 20 yards away, but I was watching the quarterback's reaction, and he thought he coughed it up.
So 4 receivers now in the pattern for the Blue Streaks. Man in motion to George, back to pass. Jones going to run it now. Eluding tacklers, and he got about 3 yards, maybe 4 out of it, but there really wasn't a whole lot there, Coach.
No. Nope.
Good defense. Isaiah Payne, Walker, Moore, Scarcella, all in the defensive backfield there for Boardman, doing a nice job of staying with their guy. And
was that a 3 and out?
Yeah, it was.
No, they got
They
got a first down on that first play.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So it's a 4 and out. That's a good defensive series for Boardman.
There's a punt. And that one is going to hit at the 20. Picked up at the 16, and That's a smart play that time by Aiden Moore. That ball could have rolled all the way inside the 10-yard line if he would have let it go.
Those knuckleball punts don't seem to do that. You know what I mean? They're knuckleballs in the air and kind
of bounce straight
I
up.
think they're landing with the fat part of the ball making contact with the ground rather than closer to either end, because that's what either becomes a punt where much of the yardage is gained after it hits the ground or not.
So the Spartans go back on offense, and there's a handoff and just a short gain that time. Let's see, that was Butko on the carry, Frank Butko. How many yards does Butto have?
20.
20, that's it?
Yeah,
Seems
that's
like
it.
This is who they are.
Yeah.
This is who they are.
7 carries, 20 yards for Butto.
I want to tell you about Canton Morning News. When you wake up each morning, you need Pam Cook. And Canton's Morning News, Pam and news anchor Jim Michaels bring you all the latest weekdays from 5:30 to 10. And you'll be entertained as well. Listen on air, online, and with Alexa. There's a pass, and slipping out of bounds is Butto at about the 24-yard line.
He had his tight end open. I can't find him now.
Was that Detmer? Number 0?
No, I thought it was number 9.
No, that was Butto. That was the guy who caught it.
Okay. Then I got the wrong number for the tight end. He was the deeper of the receivers, and he was open, and I thought he would be the target.
So the Blue Streak fans with 3rd down and 6. Starting to make some noise down below us. Miller, and we've got whistles.
Timeout.
All right, timeout on the scoreboard, 6:44. We'll take it with them. Blue Streaks lead 13-0. We'll be back right after this.
You can always score with Friends and Family Credit Union. A strong community brings people together. We believe a dependable financial resource is crucial for a strong community. That's why, in addition to our financial services, we support our neighbors whenever we can. Giving back to our community, we strive to be a part of the growth and success of our institutions, organizations, and neighbors. Because when they succeed, we succeed. We'll continue bringing friends into the family for generations.
Back here at Blue Streak Stadium, Frank Cilona, Thom McDaniels, Kenny Roda with you here tonight. Bob Jeffries in the booth, our statistician, as timeout on the field. Blue Streaks with a 13-0 lead. Gives me an opportunity to remind you to stick around after the ball game. There's a big season ahead, and each game we will select our Old Carolina Barbecue Player of the Game. Find all the details at WHBC.com and WHBCSports.com. But we will name that player of the game, as well as our key play replay from Hammersmith Insurance. All that at the conclusion of tonight's ball game. Back to pass, Miller, and nowhere to go. Great job defensively coming up and making the play. Boy, he's been all over the field is Aaron Mitchell.
Logan Miller stepped up in the pocket, which was the right thing to do, but he just stepped up into a bigger problem. Number, is that 55? No?
31.
31,
yep. No, 55's been there a lot too, Coach. Zach Kutsera, he certainly is worth mentioning. So they're going to punt it away, and nowhere near tied to George. It takes a bounce out of bounds, and they'd rather kick it short and out of bounds and give Ty to George the opportunity to hurt them on a punt return. So 5:59 to go here in the third quarter, and the Blue Streaks are back on offense.
That reminds me on the punt returns, guys, of the day that Eric Metcalf, not only returned one punt against the Steelers. He returned a second punt against the Steelers in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And why they kicked it to him a second time, I have no idea why. And Bill Cowher didn't have an answer for it either back then, and that led the Browns to a victory over the Steelers at the old stadium.
The old Metcalf up the middle. So the Blue Streaks on offense. Jones going to fire it out there and off the fingertips of number 4.
Well done by the Boardman player.
Yeah, that was
covering the ball.
Tavari Brown.
But it was a forward pass from my vantage point. I didn't know last week on the one that we had, for the score.
That was a great play. That Connor Stevenson, right?
Yeah. The other thing that Alliance did it a number of times, and it was a lateral every single time. I watched the replay just to convince myself.
Yeah. So the Blue Streak's going to go 4 receivers now in the pattern. Keep an eye on Ty DeGeorge. He's the second one.
Delay.
Oh, there's a delay. It's going to cost them 5 yards. So moving back 5. Hey, you're looking for good deals? Well, good deals on food and entertainment. We've got it for you. Go to 330deals.com. You can get a $50 gift certificate for just $25 for great places all over Stark County. How about that? 330deals.com. $50 gift card for $25. That's a heck of a deal. All right, the Blue Streaks back 5. Now it's second down and 15. Same setup here. 4 receivers. There's a long pass to DeGeorge, and Ty kind of stopped once. I don't know if there's a mix-up there, but still, again, Coach, not a whole lot underneath that ball.
Isaiah Payne, the safety, was overlapping on the play, and if it had been on target, he would have had as much a right to the ball as
might have picked it off.
DeGeorge.
5:48 to go here, third quarter. And the Blue Streaks kind of stalled a little bit offensively, if you will.
Corner blitz.
And he's going to keep it. Slammed down to the ground. A good defensive play there for Boardman Spartans. Number 51, that's Logan Perry.
Boardman's presenting a different look to Lake in the second half with that was a corner blitz. The last time DeGeorge had the ball on the toss sweep play, there was a back in the backfield to meet him, and he was on a blitz.
Aiden Moore is back. Punt is high. Oh, that's a good kick. That's going to go over his head. Hits at the 9-yard line, and it's going to stop right there. At the 1, and they took it into the end zone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they had it.
And, guys, he didn't even need to touch it the way that ball was bouncing and spinning. You give him credit for, going all out. The effort was there, but that ball was going to die at about the 1-yard line. But his momentum carried the ball into the end zone, touchback. It comes all the way out to the 20.
My pastor talks to us all the time about discernment.
Okay.
And that young man needed better discernment about whether to let it go and take what we get or to
read the room.
Yes, read the room, right.
See what's going on.
He was being encouraged, though, by his coaches on the sideline, Tom, to get after it, and he did. Unfortunately, his momentum carried it.
Well, okay, we won't question his discernment then. That's on the coaching staff.
All righty. Well, Boardman's going to have it again on offense, and there's a quick hitter. Nope, they kept it.
That's a keeper.
Fake me out.
Yep, fake to the fullback on the belly play, and the quarterback just wanted to follow him.
Yeah.
The guy he faked to became a blocker also.
Logan Miller. There's a flag down at about the 25-yard line. Not sure what that's about.
They're going to get Miller for unsportsmanlike conduct. At the end of the play, he was being blocked to the whistle. And he got thrown down pretty hard, and he got up and he was chirping.
Okay.
And Coach DeGeorge knows exactly what happened, and he's out of the ball game for a play, and he's being talked to right now on the sideline.
Yeah.
That's good coaching.
Yeah, Coach DeGeorge right out there, too, making sure he got control of the situation.
Look at the slant to the receiver at the far side of the field.
One receiver on the far side, and it's going to be a handoff, though, up the middle, and running room. And a nice pickup that time by number 8, who has come into the ball game for Boardman. That is Zezo Haddadin.
That was an explosive play, and it's the first one I think that we've seen from them tonight.
But
he showed some speed.
Yeah, that's their longest game by far.
Yes. Zezo Haddadin, a senior, 5'11", 185 pounds, and nice burst of speed right there.
22-yard gain.
Yes, that's called an explosive play.
There's man in motion now. Again, handoff to Haddadin, and that time he's tripped up in the backfield. Good defensive play by Zach Gutzera.
Boardman's evidencing some good coaching, some good use of halftime. They've done something different defensively, and we've got a new ball carrier in the game that had the biggest play of the game for them so far.
Yeah, Coach Doda may be looking for a little spark, maybe, and maybe Haddadin is going to give it to him.
Second down and 10.
Second down now and 10. There's a handoff to Isaiah Payne. Payne, it's about 2 yards. 3:20 and counting here. Third quarter from beautiful Blue Streak Stadium. You got the moon rising over the horizon there. What a setting this is right now. If you can just look down there and just absorb it all in. You got a football game, the orange moon popping up. It is absolutely gorgeous right now. Third down now. Third and about 8 for the Spartans. Going to throw behind, picked off. Going the other way and thrown out of bounds. A nice job there coming up with the interception. That is number 2 for the Blue Streaks, Marquell Skillerin. And Skillerin was right there to make the interception, and he is getting high-fived and patted on the back from his teammates on the sideline.
He threw it behind the receiver.
He did.
Receiver's running an in, breaking a route, and the ball was outside of him.
Blue Streaks now with really good field position right at midfield. So let's see if they can do something here with the football. The 1st and 10. There's a handoff, going to go to DeGeorge. DeGeorge, some running room, gets about 8, almost 9 yards on the carry.
Those who run the ball got to like the way he runs. He doesn't waste any effort. He's willing to run through an arm tackle. Some guys try to make defenders miss completely with. He doesn't do that. He runs through tackles.
So second down and a short 2. There's DeGeorge again. Got the first down. Carrying defenders all the way inside the 35. So about the 33-yard, about the 33.
He was met in the backfield by the outside linebacker to the left. And he carried him and others, for the game.
Yeah. 5'11", 188 pounds. Fairless up 35-6 now over Waynedale. That ball game coming out of the half. St. Thomas Aquinas 7, Wellsville 2, halftime. There's a handoff to George again. Got it to about the 30-yard line, so give him 4 more. Hoover has jumped on top again of Medina, 18-14 at halftime. Northwest and Marlington, it's 17-14 Indians on top of the Dukes.
6.
So brings up 2nd down and 6. Boy, Hudson putting it to Jackson tonight, 42-21 at halftime.
Ouch.
That is ouches for sure. Fake to DeGeorge now, and Jones going to keep it. Oh, yes. Wide open and dropped by Aaron Mitchell. And no one feels any worse than Aaron Mitchell right there. He had some open field to run right there.
Aaron Mitchell.
He'll make that catch 9 out of 10 times. 41 seconds remain here in the quarter. It's big 3rd down play, 3rd and 5.
So that was an excellent throw by 7, and they get no benefit from it.
No.
But it was a well-thrown ball. Hit him in stride.
Jones throws this one out to DeGeorge, and he got hammered as soon as he caught the football. Good defensive play there.
I credited the wide receivers for blocking well on previous attempts with that play, but they had a major breakdown with one of those wide receivers, and he met Tyler in the backfield.
Jordan Hodge that time making the stop.
Again, that's an adjustment that Boardman's made. They don't have much to show for it, but
Lake going to let the clock run out here in the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 from Blue Streak Stadium, and our score, the Lake Blue Streaks 13 and the Boardman Spartans nothing. We'll be back right after these timeouts.
Every other dealer is trying to sell you something. Not me. I want to buy your car. Trade it in or just sell it to me top dollar. You might be surprised what it's worth. Check out this month's deals.
During the Make This the Summer event, new Ram 1500s over 15 grand off, and new 2026 Grand Cherokee Laredos 11.
I'm Craig Sanders at Progressive Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Massillon, and I mean it. I want to buy your car.
Today's leftovers are tomorrow's hot dog toppings. The leftover dog. We Sugardale dog dare you. Yum, 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 yum.
As we start quarter number 4, it is the Blue Streaks 13-0, and we were just talking in the break about penalties, and Kenny Roda's down on the sideline, and yeah, I mean, you're right there by the Blue Streaks bench. I'm sure some frustration right there.
Yeah, they're up 13-0, but still not as comfortable of a lead as it should be. I think they should have at least 3 touchdowns, but penalties have kept them from increasing the lead on Boardman as we begin the 4th.
All right, they're going to go for it here. 4th and 9. Throw and over the head of the intended receiver. That was Lannerman.
And out of bounds.
Out of bounds, yeah.
I agree with you, Kenny.
Right, Coach? You get that little uneasy feeling. You're thinking, okay.
Well, there's a quarter to play.
Right.
But if it ended now, I think this is one of those wins that you can't feel good about.
No.
I had a bunch of them in my life. Too many.
You talk about it, and then you just say, all right, let's put that behind us.
Yeah, well, I didn't do that well.
Thank you.
Cleveland Browns preseason is a wrap. Week 1 will be in Jacksonville. Pregame at 11 a.m. and kickoff at 1 o'clock right here on 1480 WHBC. Week from Sunday. And Pledge this time going to throw. Has Mitchell. Caught it. First down. Nice play there.
That's a levels throw. They had a guy deep, a guy in an intermediate depth, and a guy shallow.
Yep.
And you looked long to short, high to low. And he chose the middle guy and got good results as a result of a good decision.
Yep. Cash Felger back in there for the Spartans. And he's going to stay in at quarterback. Going to turn, pitch it this time. That's Butto. Butto cross midfield, gets to the 45, and then a flag goes down.
Hold. Wing official called it about halfway through the play.
Now we've got another flag. I think somebody said something they shouldn't have.
Another penalty marker is down.
That might be 15. So you got.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
You don't throw it that high if it's not a 15-yarder.
Unsportsmanlike, going to go against Boardman. Someone walked by the white hat there, the referee, and said something. And boy, you're right, Coach. That flag must have went 40 feet in the air. So that'll move them back all the way to their 25-yard line. They've got to go across midfield to the 45 for a first down.
Yeah, and the OC's looking at his call sheet, and he doesn't have a play for that.
1st and 30. It's a long one. So Felger going to throw right side, has a man, Butto. And Butto next knocked out of bounds at about the 37-yard line, maybe the 38.
He got more than half of it back.
He did.
Still way short of a first down, but from where the ball was, that was a good gain too.
Yep. So second down now and a little bit more manageable. Looks like they're going to say about, what, 17 there, Bobby?
Yep.
16, 17?
17.
I like Boardman's energy.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't go in the dumper because they were down 13-0 and had 48 yards total offense in the first half.
Yeah. There's a pitch to Mitchell. He's got running room. Gets it across the 40 to about the 42, 43-yard line right there. Clock continues to roll, though. 10:42 and counting.
They could benefit from another explosive play here.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 12. This is a big play here for Boardman. And the Blue Streak's going to jump off sides. They're going to give them 5 there. So now it makes it 3rd and 7.
We call the formation. Let's say the formation is Ringo. Ringo, no play.
Okay.
So why should anybody move on offense?
Yeah.
There was no play called.
Right.
Kenny Peterson did that one time. And Ben had him by the face mask.
And there's a typical
counter crisscross.
That's the old typical wing T play right there.
Yep. Hand it to the tailback who hands it forward to the wingback.
Yep. And going to bring up 4th down now in about 7. And if you're Boardman, you got to go.
Yeah. Kenny, where were you going? Where were you going? We didn't call a play.
Yeah. You said that was Ben that did that?
Yes.
He's a lot braver than I would be. Back to throw. Pass. Oh, through the hands of Aiden Moore. He had it. It would have been a first down.
And he had a chance to split 2 defenders. You know, he was between a guy high and a guy low.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
That's that slant you've been talking about all game long, Coach.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And he put it on the money.
Yeah, he did.
So the Blue Streaks are going to go back on offense here. And, hey, don't forget, tomorrow morning, it's the Saturday morning huddle. It's back. Kenny, John, plus Ethan will be here this year as well. 10 a.m. on Facebook and YouTube. It's once again the most popular high school football show around. And live player and coaches interviews, highlights, and much more tomorrow morning with Kenny, John, and Ethan.
Ties at quarterback.
To George, going to hand it off. And a good push for a good 5 yards there on that surge. That was Baker. And putting Tied to George back there kind of makes that defense think about a few things. Is he going to run? Is he going to throw?
Lake's one of those teams that the quarterback comes to the sideline for every play.
Yeah.
Often wondered about that.
Yeah, I thought that would wear down your quarterback, but it seems to be okay. Here's DeGeorge, going to run it, finds a hole up the middle, gets it to the 35-yard line, and that's why you put him back there. He can read those gaps. And Ty DeGeorge picks up a big first down there, keeps the clock moving, 8:34 and counting.
He doesn't require a big hole.
No.
He can fit in a little opening.
First and 10, play clock down to 12. DeGeorge going to hand it off, and, well, Lennerman just got tripped up that was Billiter, got tripped up by the turf monster.
You know, I'll just mention this briefly. It's not easy to be the son of the head coach.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, you know.
Now, if you're good, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
But there's a little added burden, to who you are as a football player when you're that guy.
Yeah.
And clearly, Tyler and Coach DeGeorge have managed that well.
Well, if he goes on a coaching career or whatever he does, there he goes carrying it. I'm sure he's going to be just as successful as the two McDaniel kids that you brought through the system and taught them well. So I think Dan DeGeorge does a great job of handling that situation, just like you did.
And, Coach, one of the toughest things I've watched since covering high school football here in Stark County was the game we did week 3 last year when Ty went down with that injury, and his dad is the head coach, right? So he's acting as the dad, but then he has to come back out knowing his son's hurt and still coach. And that had to be a tough situation, and Dan handled it so well last year.
Yep.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yep. I can see him being that kind of guy.
Trips on the near side this time. Ty's going to take it and run. Nice move. Got away from one, close to a first down. He got it. Move the chains.
3rd and 11, QB draw.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Stick around. Our player of the game at the end of this game, Old Carolina Barbecue player of the game. Old Carolina, the official barbecue of football. And also we got to keep in mind, what was our key play of the game? Tonight's key play of the game is brought to you by Hammersmith Insurance, serving Alliance, Massillon, Canton, and Stark County since 1874. It's been a long time.
That last carry put Ty DeGeorge at 100 yards on 14 carries with 2 touchdowns.
Wow. He had 130 last week with 2. There's a handoff. And, he fumbled the football. But, boy, oh, boy, it's bouncing around. Did Boardman get it? They sure did. Baker lost it. He almost caught it in the air.
Almost.
But it doesn't count.
No.
So it's a turnover with 6:06 to go. And the Spartans have it at their own 15-yard line.
One turnover for each team now.
Yep. Don't forget to stick around later tonight on 1480 WHBC 94.1. Our Progressive Chevy and Progressive Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram scoreboard show with Brian Novak. Catch up on all the scores from around the area and all of Ohio as well. Brian will give you scores from all over the state. You can also do that at WHBCSports.com. Here is a rollout and a catch. Nice job. Caught by Scarcella.
They're throwing more often, and they're rolling the quarterback out to avoid pressure from pass rushers.
Yeah.
And he throws well on the run. He's been accurate throwing on the run.
Yep. Hey, next week we're going to be at Jackson, Wadsworth at Jackson. Kenny Roda will be up here in the booth. He'll be handling the play-by-play duties next week. Here's a handoff, Butto. And Butto gets it to about the 27-yard line. Kenny, if it rains next Friday night.
Oh, it's going to, Frank.
I'm never going back down there again.
Somehow it always works out that way, right?
Coach, we joke about this. And every time I've ever subbed for Kenny, whether it's on the radio or wherever, it always rains or it snows or it's a blizzard or something.
You just jinxed yourself.
It's going to rain. You know it. Back to pass. Felger looking. And he threw it away. Interception. And a great catch that time. And Talkington got tripped up by his own man, but he was looking for pay dirt right there.
Well, when you release the ball that late in the play,
and boy,
advantage goes to the defense.
Yeah. The interception was Mitch Wise. Credit to tackle to Brandon Talkington.
Quick change of possession, Coach. Go up top. What do you think?
Well, we haven't seen 12 throw the ball yet, have we, or not?
No, I don't think he has.
He hasn't.
And we know he can.
He's going to pick and choose the holes that he wants to run through, and good job there by staying in bounds.
I guess not.
Yeah, I don't think Dan DeGeorge is going to do that.
I don't know. Did he throw one of those little flare passes, or am I?
No.
No, okay. No attempts. Correct.
Nope.
Thank you.
Massillon up 44-7 over Glen Oak now.
Running clock.
Yep. Minerva, 40. Springfield, nothing. Third quarter.
Running clock.
There's a handoff. That is Baker. And Leckland pushed out of bounds. Hoover still hanging on. It's 18-14, third quarter score.
When you bounce that ball into the boundary, you run out of real estate pretty quickly.
Yeah, right. St. Edward, the Eagles 15, McKinley 8, third quarter score.
Figured that would be a low-scoring game.
Yeah. Yep.
Some good defenses and offenses trying to come around, so right about where a lot of us thought it would be. Let's see if the Pups can come back.
Kenny, I can't do that Falcon call, but they're up 42-6. DeGeorge going to keep it. He's got running room. Tied to George into the end zone. Touchdown.
Take it to the back. Keep it. Well blocked at the point of attack. And then he outruns everybody.
26 yards, Bobby?
Yes.
All righty. Tied to George with the big run. 4:28 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Give Lake credit. They handled the edge pressure, the blitz. They ran into the blitz, and, and the blockers handled it.
Talkington will come in to attempt the extra point. It is up, and it's good. 4:28 to go in the ball game, and the Blue Streaks have extended their lead to 20-0. We'll be back right after these timeouts.
Two leaders coming together for double the cancer expertise. The Aultman Cancer Center is proud to be affiliated with University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. Advanced treatment, compassionate care, right here for you. Aultman and UH bring you state-of-the-art cancer treatment close to home without unnecessary travel. Made possible with locations in Alliance and Canton. Because our community deserves the very best.
Kenny, did you get that one?
Yeah, we both got it. We got two different angles of it, plus the one that
all right.
Casey has.
That'll be on the Saturday morning huddle.
That's I know it makes the score 20-0, but it ought to be in the category of a play of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was a dagger.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
We'll consider that one as we think about that after the ball game. There's the kickoff, and that one is high and into the end zone. Nice job of kicking things off there is Talkington. So it's a touchback, and Boardman is going to have to do something with 4:28 to go here in the ball game. And with that Freshmark Sugardale scoring drive, here's Thom.
As Frank mentioned, 4:28 left in the game. And Lake scores in 3 plays. They covered 37 yards, 53 seconds. 26-yard TD run by Ty DeGeorge. He faked to the back to the left, kept it to the right, and outraced him into the end zone. Extra point by Talkington is good, and that gives us a 20-0 score in Lake's favor.
So Felger is going to stay in at quarterback. Let's put Mitchell in the slot here on the near side. Going to throw.
3-score
Here comes
game
a blitz.
now.
And he got out of it and got about 4 yards positive, and he tried to throw the football out of bounds, but the referee over there said nope.
When you don't throw often and you have to, you don't practice a lot of pass protection. And he's had to elude and move and not throw from a spot more often than not tonight.
Yeah. So 2nd down and 5 after the 5-yard pickup from Cash Felger. They go 2 receivers here on the near side, 1 far side. Single back in the backfield. Going to roll, throw. That one's going to be intercepted. Another one for Wise. He's got 2. Mitch Wise. So the Blue Streaks trying to put the nail in the coffin here.
Every team has an identity, and throwing the ball is not part of their identity.
No. It just looks like it's so uncomfortable right there for him. Perry up 27-0 over St. Vincent St. Mary. And Jones back in at quarterback now. Going to hand it off. Nope, fake it to Baker. He's going to keep it.
It's the play that Ty scored on.
Yeah, same one. I don't see Ty in the ball game.
And I was just going to comment on that. I think with a 20-0 lead, he's kind of been their entire offense all season so far. You want to give some other guys the opportunity with a comfortable lead to maybe rise up and make a play and become a bigger part of the offense.
Sure, smart move right there.
He has 201 total yards, 134 yards rushing on 16 carries, 3 touchdowns, 6 receptions for 67 yards.
Low snap, but picked up by Jones. Going to throw, end zone, has a man. Touchdown! Oh my goodness, what a catch.
The receiver did a great job of decelerating, which means the defender might run into you and be interference.
Yeah.
But he kept the defender as far from the ball as he could with his body.
Logan Miller with the catch, the touchdown, the 6'6" senior went up and got it. And that one was huge. And the extra point attempt from Talkington is up and good. 2:45 to go in the ball game. 27-0. We'll be back.
At Pella, we believe expertise matters. Did you know that when you replace your windows and doors, there are different installation options? Every home is unique. That's why we offer methods like pocket and full frame replacement. When we inspect the windows and doors you're replacing, we'll assess which installation option is best for you and your home. Plus, our work is backed by some of the best warranties in the business.
Pella windows and doors are on sale now. Schedule a free in-home consultation today.
Back here at Lake, the Blue Streaks have extended their lead to 27-0. We'll have that Freshmark Sugardale scoring drive from Thom here in just a minute. Freshmark Sugardale, predictably delicious since 1920. Bob Jeffrey's working on their numbers. Go ahead, Thom.
Yeah, no, excellent execution. Protection, the throw, the job that the receiver did.
And there's the kickoff's going to go out of bounds. And one thing, Coach, how much does that really help the confidence of Jones right there? Because he had missed some really good passes that he probably should have made, but Dan DeGeorge stuck with him there, put him back in the ball game, and had him throw that touchdown. I thought that was a big confidence booster for him.
Yeah, sure, and you got to call more to get good at it.
Yep.
In game. Okay, the scoring drive.
Go ahead.
2 plays, covered 25 yards. Time of possession, 50 seconds. A 23-yard TD pass from Jones to Logan Miller. Really well done on both ends by those guys. And the extra point by Talkington, good again. Lake has the lead, 27-0 over Boardman.
There's a running play, and that was, it's Butto, Frank Butto right there with the run. .224 is all that remains here at Lake. Kenny Roda will catch up with the winning coach. Looks like it's going to be Dan DeGeorge here after the ball game. We'll see what Coach DeGeorge has to say. And there's a running play to Moore, and he gets pushed out of bounds. And
Ty DeGeorge is in the game at safety.
Is he back there?
No. My bad. I misread the number.
Okay. Yeah, I think his night's over.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So it'll bring up, that's a first down actually, but clock rolling, 1:55. And now what? Offsides. Must have been one of the Blue Streaks lined up offside.
Yeah, I think someone lined up.
He's a backup.
Yep.
Coach told me to crowd the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Hey, don't forget, once again, next week we'll be at Jackson, and the Polar Bears take on Wadsworth. Jackson losing at the moment, so they're going to have to try to rebound next week against a pretty good Wadsworth football team.
Hudson and Wadsworth back-to-back. That's two good opponents.
Boy.
Quality opponents.
Yep. There's a handoff. Again, good yardage, first down. That's Butko. I'm sorry, that is not Butto. Yeah, it is. Frank Butto was the ball carrier. Another beautiful night for football. And again, as you said earlier, Coach, I want to thank the folks here at Lake for their hospitality. They always take good care of us here. We enjoy coming to Blue Streak Stadium.
Ooh.
And there's
that's their best edge play today.
Yeah, I was just going to say, good edge play there by Massimo Petrone.
Maybe playing against some backups for Lake, which I understand.
Yeah. Minute 13 on the clock. Blue Streaks in control here, 27-0. Again, stick around after the ball game. Kenny Roda will catch up with Dan DeGeorge. There's a running play. And not much there.
No.
For Jordan Hodge. So substitutions on both sides. Clock is going to wind down. Maybe one more play. And the Blue Streaks will be 2-0 here on this early season. They'll go to Rocky River next Friday night. That's going to be a tough one up there. That's a really good Rocky River team. The Pirates always seem to play well. Short gain there. Clock down under 10 seconds, and looks like that will be the final play of the ball game. So the Lake Blue Streaks, a winner tonight, 27-0. We'll keep an eye on Kenny Roda once Coach Dan DeGeorge gets through the handshake line. We'll send it down to Kenny. And he is up across midfield there, Kenny.
There we go. Yeah, I got it.
You see him?
He's got a white hat and a blue.
Hey, thanks, Coach.
Okay,
that's a heck of a scouting report there.
Just helping you out, Kenny.
They don't call him the best color man in the business for nothing, right?
That's right.
Guys, huh?
You described that perfectly.
You exaggerate, Kenny.
All right,
real quick, he said. I got him, guys.
All right, there you go. Take it, Kenny.
All right, Coach, 27-0. Let's start with the defense. Anytime you pitch a shutout, you got to be thrilled, especially against the wing T offense.
Yeah, our kids played great defensively. Our coaching staff had a great plan. Kids ran to the football. We created a handful of turnovers, which we really needed. So, yeah, our defense led us tonight. Offensively, we were too spotty, right? We had some good plays at times, but then we missed open receivers, had penalties. So we got a lot to clean up, but really proud of our effort overall.
Your son tied tonight over 200 all-purpose yards on offense and 3 touchdowns. That's 5 touchdowns in 2 weeks. Just your thoughts on what you've seen from him coming off that horrible injury a year ago.
Yeah, just proud of him. He fought back from a tough injury last year, had a great offseason, and Ty doesn't care how many yards or touchdowns he has. He just wants the Blue Streaks to win. And that's most of our kids, man. They don't care about individual stuff. They care about team stuff and winning, and so that's what we're trying to do.
Last thing, the touchdown pass there from Wyatt Jones. How important was that as you try and build his confidence up moving forward?
Yeah, that was huge because we missed a handful of open guys, and the series prior to that we went with Ty at quarterback, and I told Wyatt, listen, you're going back in, man. We're not giving up on you, right? And he responded very well to that. That was his best throw of the night. It was a great one to end on, and so happy for him.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Congrats on the 2-0 start. Good luck next week.
Appreciate what you guys do. Thank you very much.
You got it. There is Dan DeGeorge. His team off to an outstanding start this season. Oh, my bad. There you are, Angel. They are now 2-0 on the year. And, of course, Thom, you know about this. The coach now will address the team, and then they've got the victory bell that they go ring after every victory here at Blue Streak Stadium. So an outstanding start for this football team.
I agree completely. And there was a point in the second half, where I mentioned that, if the game continues as is, it might be a game that you can't feel good about. Well, they obliterated that thought, right, because they exploded and finished the game in style, and they should feel good about the win.
Yeah, I agree, Coach. That it was a high at the beginning, a little bit of a low there in between, and they finished on a high note. And again, like Kenny asked Coach about that pass there for Jones, that's just a confidence builder, and tip of the cap to Coach Dan DeGeorge for doing that, because they could have just ran the football out. They could have probably done some other things, but he wanted to build that young man's confidence back, because I know he was not real happy with his performance on some of those throws. So tip of the cap there to Coach Dan DeGeorge.
But the communication by Dan, after Ty had his series at quarterback, you're going back in there.
Right.
That communication makes that play possible.
Yeah, that was big, and a lot of learning and lessons learned in tonight's ball game, and none better than Dan DeGeorge to do that as well. So we will take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up. We've got stats, analysis, scores, and all kinds of other things for you. We've got our player of the game and our key play of the game as well. So stick around. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Go ahead.
This is Brian Bailey of Old Carolina Barbecue Company. It's pigskin time in Northeast Ohio, and you know that Old Carolina is the official barbecue of football. So if you've got plans to gather at a tailgate or in front of a big screen TV, be sure your buffet line is full of hearty party food. We've got tender hand-pulled pork to make all-pro sliders and hickory-smoked deep-fried wings that will score big points with your party guests. We're covering football fans at our 3 convenient locations in Canton, Massillon, and Alliance. Order online today at oldcarolina.com.
2 leaders coming together for double the cancer expertise. The Aultman Cancer Center is proud to be affiliated with University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. Advanced treatment, compassionate care, right here for you. Aultman and UH bring you state-of-the-art cancer treatment close to home without unnecessary travel. Made possible with locations in Alliance and Canton, because our community deserves the very best.
Back here at Lake, final score, Lake Blue Streaks 27, Boardman 0. And the Blue Streaks will improve to 2-0. Boardman drops to 0-2 on the season. Plenty of football left, though. There's 8 more weeks of football, and anything can happen. So it is taken in stride, usually by the Blue Streaks. Coach Dan DeGeorge does a great job of coaching these young men up. Don't let them get too high. Don't let them get too low, as he said tonight, Coach, that there's going to be some.
Hey, guys, I'm going to do a separate interview here with Ty for social media, all right? So I'm out of the shot here, all right?
Okay, go ahead. So, we definitely talking about Dan DeGeorge. Certainly he takes those opportunities to make that a learning opportunity for some of these kids. And tonight, no different. I mean, they didn't play well in the middle of that game. They played well at the beginning, played well at the end. But as you heard him say, there's some things they got to work on.
Yeah, correct. And, the pass for the touchdown at the end of the game, a good opponent, a good, worthy opponent can find a way to bottle up one player.
Yeah.
Some point in time that might happen. And so you need other ways to be efficient and to score, and they're going to have to defend that now.
Yep, absolutely.
It's not just a Ty DeGeorge offense. It's
right.
Other people are involved too.
Yep, got to get them all involved. All right, let's look at some scores here before we wrap this up, and we'll take a look at around in and around Stark County. First of all, let's start with down in Carroll County. Carrollton over Edison 23-6 in the fourth quarter. It's the Green Bulldogs bouncing back as they are leading Talmadge by a score of 28-7, and Green trying to even out their season here at 1-1. Mogador and Canton Central Catholic, the Crusaders in the fourth quarter lead 19-8 in that ball game. Fourth quarter score from Berea, Lakewood St. Edward 15, McKinley 8. That one late in the fourth quarter. It is Salem 21, Canfield 14. Fourth quarter score. Also in the fourth quarter, Tuslaw up by 1 over Chippewa, 14-13. It is Alliance has come back on the Worcester Generals, and Alliance leads that by a score of 26-21 in the fourth quarter. Perry all over St. Vincent St. Mary's tonight. That one 41-0 late fourth quarter. Fairless 42-6 over Waynedale. That one going into the fourth quarter, that was the last score we had from them. Hoover still battling the battling bees of Medina. And third quarter, last we heard, it was 18-14 Hoover. Stay tuned. Brian will get you all the finals on these as the night goes on. West Branch over New Philadelphia 21-7. Last time we heard, that was in the third quarter. Also in the third quarter, 41-20 McDonald over Malvern. And Ursuline putting it to Louisville 43-10. That one in the third quarter last we heard. It is the Massillon Tigers in the third. Last we heard was 44-7 over Glen Oak. And St. Thomas, last update we had, halftime, the Knights were up 7-2 over Wellsville. And a couple other ones here, Northwest 17-14. Last we heard that was a halftime score over Marlington. Hudson over Jackson. Last we heard it was 42-21. And Minerva, this one is a final. The Lions 40 and Springfield 7. So that gets you updated. Again, don't forget, stick around. Brian Novak will have the scoreboard show, and he will update you on all those scores throughout the evening. That one is brought to you by Progressive Chevy and Progressive Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. So Brian Novak will catch you up on all the scores here later on tonight. Coach, you've got the final numbers. Let's do that.
The final stats, team stats for the game. Lake 27, Boardman 0. Boardman had 110 yards rushing, 52 yards passing, 162 total yards, 9 first downs. They possessed the ball for 24 minutes and 27 seconds. They did have 3 costly turnovers, only 4 penalties for 45 yards. Lake, on the other hand, had 183 yards rushing, 90 yards passing, 273 yards, 13 first downs. They possessed the ball for 23 minutes and 33 seconds. They had 1 turnover, and they have something to work on. They had 9 penalties for 80 yards. Individual statistics, again, for Boardman. Logan Miller, their quarterback, completed 3 of 4 passes for 18 yards, did have an interception. Zazo Haddadin had 4 rushes for 36 yards. Frank Butto, 9 rushes for 26. And Frank Butto, 2 catches for 16 yards.
All righty.
That's
got them all.
Individual and team stats.
Right.
Yes, thank you.
All righty.
Thank you, Bob.
Casey, we'll take a break or stay here? Stay right here. All right, we'll finish it off with a couple of things we've got to wrap up, and that, first of all, is our Hammersmith Insurance Key Play Replay, and that one is going to be a 26-yard touchdown run by Ty DeGeorge. That was in the fourth quarter with 53 seconds remaining, and DeGeorge, that was with 4:28 to go in the fourth quarter. DeGeorge, a 26-yard scamper for the score, made it 20-0 at that point, and that was pretty much it as the Blue Streaks continued to pound and pour it on here in that fourth quarter and put it away and put it out of reach.
But that was a scamper and not a gallop?
That was a scamper.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a difference. I'll explain it later.
I know, okay.
And that also brings us to our Old Carolina Barbecue Player of the Game. Old Carolina Barbecue, the official barbecue of football. And Ty DeGeorge is the winner of this award tonight. And Old Carolina Barbecue will give Ty a gift card. And he had 16 rushes, 134 yards, 3 touchdowns. He also had 6 catches for 67 yards. And he probably didn't drive the bus here because they're already at home, but he pretty much did everything else.
Pardon me for not giving Lake's individual statistics.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, well, I will give you those because Wyatt Jones was 7 of 13 for 90 yards and a touchdown. As you heard, Ty DeGeorge, 16 rushes, 134 yards. And Logan Miller also caught a pass for 23 yards and a touchdown. So, but congratulations to our Old Carolina Barbecue Player of the Game. That is Ty DeGeorge for the Lake Blue Streaks. So, congratulations to Ty, and congratulations to the Lake Blue Streaks as they win this one tonight by the final score of 27-0. So, a lot of folks we want to thank, and first of all, let's start with the Claxon Communications crew, our production assistant, Andrew Hughes, our camera operators tonight, Lily Perez and Angel Reyes-Valencia, our video producer and actually the producer extraordinaire, Casey Claxon. Our on-site engineer tonight was Nick Zapolis, and our stats are always done by Bob Jeffries, who does a fantastic job. Our sideline reporter, Kenny Roda, thank him, and Madison Lincoln, his assistant down on the sidelines tonight. Our intern, Madison, doing a great job helping Kenny with the social media posts and all that as well. For my color commentator, the Hall of Famer, Thom McDaniels, and thank him. This is Frank Cilona saying, have a good night. That final score, once again, is the Lake Blue Streaks 27 and the Boardman Spartans nothing. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us for the Aultman Health Systems AultCare YouTube Game of the Week. Be sure to subscribe to the 1480 WHBC YouTube channel now.